yeah, I gotta watch AOT later.
It was good.
I was letting the episode stack, so I'm only on episode 3.
Yeah,
I had to watch
I haven't
a
watched
movie.
the last two.
they were good.
Yeah, I mean timeline going. Yeah, my mutuals and shit. I figured it gotta be pretty good. Saw some screenshots too.
We ready?
Yeah, just let us hand the link out.
Oh man.
So today we talking AOT. No, I'm just kidding.
This nigga, she's here, troll.
Today's data supremacy.
Like tweet.
All right.
I know this nigga. Kelly, give me a mind, bro.
Oh, for sure. Hold up. Are we good? Wait, let me turn this off. All right, JJK time.
Yes, sir.
So, chat 137. I mean, we can start off with just how you think the end of Shibuya kind of went, and I can go. So, like these last two chaps, Shibuya ended. Well, pretty much. I'm hearing like next chap or like within the next like few, we'll start like the new kind of phase. But yeah, these last two, like I would say, is a perfect ender to the arc, because I know people are throwing out like the classic words and like the goat arc, yada yada yada. But the way it ended, golden age ending, like yeah, that's like the perfect icing on the cake, since the arc leading to the golden age will make like everyone remember like no matter how deep in the series you get, you're always gonna remember the arc that like caused the golden age.
Unforgettable.
Yeah, it's pretty much unforgettable. So, and then especially since this chapter we see the direct after effects of what happened. Like he's really on a great incline right now. So I've been loving the way it's going right now. JJ's world, and yeah, Home can speak on how they've been fucking with Shibuya so far.
Oh, you want to go, Madonna?
Oh, everyone is super big.
I can go. Yeah, I can go. Overall,
Everyone is super quiet.
Yeah. I was telling Nelly, so I'll tell y'all as well. Like, oh, you know how, I love JJK, I love Gay, but niggas been throwing up the word modern classic since like chapter 2 of this arc. I'm like, can y'all relax? Like, please, like, it's okay. Not everything gotta be a classic, yada yada yada. But these last few chapters, bro, like Nelly was saying, like, it's gonna be unforgettable. Like, we're gonna be like, in a couple of years, looking back at this still, we're gonna be like, yeah, like this how it all started. So I really have no ammo anymore. Like, it really is, to be honest. But arc, it's amazing to me. Like, especially the last stretch of it. Like, I remember I was telling Nelly, like, there wasn't ever a point in Shibuya where I was bored. Like, never ever reading it throughout this past year. And Gege just been exceeding expectations, like, in a lot of facets. So, arc amazing. This last chapter, it was a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Like Yuta, the aftermath of Shibuya, and these damn higher ups, bro. Like they gotta go.
Bro. Yeah, we definitely gonna speak on them niggas, bro.
Oh my god, they gotta go. But I'm pretty much done. Like Gege just, a lot of people have been praising him these past few
As
like
should.
months on the TL, and it's definitely deserved.
Oh,
Like
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
he might be the chosen one for real. Like
True.
You did jinx them. Congrats.
Oh my! All right, Tori.
stop. But
But
and before I just finish, like I was telling y'all early this morning, like one of my favorite aspects about this series is that Gege will um hasn't put himself in a situation where this could be good if he um executes it correctly, but it could be bad if he doesn't. Like he'll never write himself in that position. Like no matter the outcome of where it goes, it's gonna be fire. So
Yeah,
that's
especially
one of
with
my
his
favorite aspects
recent
about this
True to
series,
stuff, like
for sure.
regardless of his direction, like we gonna get gas regardless with the whole Yuta and Yuji. Cause I know niggas want to speak on that for sure. But
Yeah. But I'm pretty much done. Gege is gonna be his year.
respectable. So do you want to go
Alright,
through like
but-
the chat, or you also want to give?
yeah. No, I just want to say something about the Golden Age.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just like how Gege turned it from, 'cause, like, we were all thinking about the Golden Age in relation to, you know, Sukuna's backstory and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and like
right. He's a
these
hunk
other
of
characters that
backstory,
we're
bro.
seeing slowly pop up, you know, throughout the series that were have like ties to the Golden Age, like Arami, or you know, people like
Yeah.
that. But I just want to say I like how it went from being like, you know, presumed to be a flashback arc to being like the setting of the series post
Yeah.
Shibuya. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being like an arc of itself, it's just like the entire world is turned into the Golden Age. You know what I'm saying? At least like the Jujutsu world is turned into a Golden Age. You see what I'm saying? So that's really cool. But in terms of like the end of the arc, yeah, it was the aftermath is what really has me the most interested. Honestly, like obviously the, you know, ghetto stuff was cool, but I'm looking forward to what's to come now that he did that, more so than anything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's about it.
I think she see you wanna go, or should we just jump to the chat?
Yeah. Gay, man. I just I caught up recently, like I've been telling people, and I'm sure some of you guys know already, but I haven't had the chance to sort of experience Jujutsu Kaisen weekly as much as some of you guys have been on it. But since catching up, I think it's like been a month or so. I've gotten like 4 or 5 chapters like since I caught up. But yeah, it's been terrific, man. I've been honestly enjoying this arc a lot. I go back and forth between this arc and Goju's past arc. With the latter being, you know, having my favorite character. But yeah, no. A lot of potential, a lot of growth from for Yuji, and I just like the space that he's been given to grow, not just physically, but of course is emotionally and yeah, so mentally. So yeah, I really appreciate the approach of he's sort of Yuji's never really been the front runner in terms of like the series, like as far as like things being dictated around him and stuff. It's kind of like he's or dictated by him, I should say. He's just kind of like there and present, and obviously like Sukuna and like that's like a huge deal, and because of his involvement with that, it connects him to so many different things. But I think especially with the past couple of chapters where he's just kind of realizes his role now, and what he has to do, in that chapter when he was sort of chasing down Mahito. So yeah, I just kind of like that, his role in the series so far, and where it's going to be for next arc. I've talked to a couple of you guys about like theories and whatnot, but yeah, I'm very comfortable with how he wrote his character, because it's as opposed to some other Jump series. I'm not going to say any names, but
no names.
yeah, no, I just like that approach that he's taking with that. But as far as other characters as well, as far as like Megami and what he might experience in the future, and what he might deal with his sister, I think characters have just a lot of characters have been set up as far as the next arc and as far as the direction of that he will take for the future of the story. So Megami being one, Maki being another, as far as her and her relationship with her clan, what she has to struggle with, what she has to overcome. So I think Shibuya was a lot of just setting up obstacles and sort of bringing something I wanted and talked about for a while, which is the Golden Age arc. I think everybody's really fucking excited about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And wants to
For
see,
sure.
and I mean, I thought I was going to get it in a flashback, but this is even better. Shout
Yeah,
out Ghetto.
This actually way
I
better.
still think we're gonna get a flashback.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, the fact that Ghetto is bringing the age to us is just even better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
I
get to
agree.
re-experience it and see what it's like for the characters now in the present to sort of be how they intertwined with that. So I think that's really dope. And so obviously a lot of history is going to come up. There's a lot of stuff we don't know that it's going to, some light's going to be shed on that. So I'm pretty excited about that stuff as far as the future goes. Malik's been talking to me about Ghetto's Place and just helping me see the light on how he's such a ridiculously good character. And he's definitely moving up in my favorites. And so I'm pretty excited as far as the conflict and as far as the antagonists go. This chapter shed a lot of light. I know some people were talking about the beginning of the chapter with all of the dialogue on it and everything, but that shit's really, really, really vital and important as far as what it's setting up.
People were skipping
for
it.
the
I was like,
future
what the
events.
hell? Like,
Yeah,
there was
it's not some
important shit in there.
nonsense, but
Yeah.
you should pay attention to that because there were, especially the text in bold. They were talking about the barrier. They were talking about sort of like candidate locations for that. They're talking about
might exposing the biggest secret they've been hiding.
right, exposing
Yeah.
the secrets. So as far as like the socio-political landscape, as far as like how jujutsu sorcerers and regular citizens and so that'll be pretty interesting to see how we go. Fuck the higher ups, man.
Oh yeah. Fuck them,
First and foremost. But
never interfered.
yeah, we have a lot of things to look forward to, and then that circles back to Yuki, something I think a lot of people may have missed over or something. But as far as, and I talked about this in my little thread that I did on Twitter, but as far as her ideology and that opposing Ghetto's and where did the other characters sort of fit in that role is raises questions like, is Yuji going to find his own way? Is he going to adopt this as far as like curses, removing curse energy and all of that from society? So it'll be interesting to see how we're going to go forward with that and the relationship that she will have with Yuji going forward in the story, because I think that's, he's with her right now, and of course like how Megami and Nobara, how they're going to sort of overcome what happened to them, and in how they're going to fit in the team, because I doubt Yuji, I mean, he's been pretty much communicated, so and
on paper, yeah.
bounty put on his head. So I think, yeah, so how do Nobara, and this is something I talked about before even that happened, but how is Nobara and Megami going to transition without him, and how are they gonna, what's the role they're gonna fit as far as in the story, as far as like what's gonna what they're gonna do. So yeah, a lot of interesting shit. And of course the boy Yuta Okotsu, a lot of hype, a lot of gas. Some people think he's already overrated.
What
But,
the hell? He just showed up. He just
Fuck all
showed
that
up.
talk. People are showing a lot of love to a character that's just raw energy, ematic. So like you're gonna get that type of response, especially given he was the main character of the prequel series, and the fact that Goju put a lot of respect on his name, and as far as, and then of course what he represents for the future of the series and his connection with Yuji. So yeah, I mean, Nelly and I, we talked a little bit about that extendo sword he's got on him. How raw that might be, we don't know if that's Rika or not. Still some questions up in the air, but I'm glad he's back. And I think this situation, this little thing with Yuji is not really it's not gonna be last. I don't think. I think eventually that situation will resolve, and then he'll definitely be on the right team. So yeah, a lot of hype shit, man. Those are my thoughts without diving too deeply.
I don't even think they care anymore, bro. So
No, I'm right here, bro. All good.
Malik's listening. He's tuning in. I know you here,
I'm
bro.
right here. I'm right here, bro.
Alright, bro.
That's good. I was just listening to She Sweet Creep.
Oh yeah, for sure. Chichi. So Kelly, do you have something to add before we dive into like the main parts of the chapter?
Yeah, use his accent. Use his accent how we felt about Shibuya as a whole. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, like first of all, Shibuya starts off here. I'm gonna go fast because I really want to talk about that last chapter. But
Yeah.
um, the way Shibuya starts off, where Gojo just pulls up on the cursed spirits, and he just so confident. Man, it was so beautiful the way Shibuya started. It was like it was so much build up to it from like very early in the series when Geto named his
Yeah.
date, October 31st. That was amazing. And then like Shibuya as a whole, it's just been nonstop. Like this whole arc has been nonstop. Like 83 was like Gojo pulling up on the the special grade curses, and he fought them to like 89, and then
Unreal.
he got sealed. But like chapter 95 was the like Toji came back, and then Yuji and Megami was doing that duo fight versus that old dude who had the raw technique,
Yeah.
like that wake technique, and then one of the greatest fights I witnessed week to week, Choso versus Yuji. That's
Oh
chapter
yeah,
like
that shit was
100.
good.
Greatness.
I know, right?
Greatness.
That shit was crazy, bro. Like Choso's so raw, but yeah, and then just the pacing of this arc was amazing, man. Like
Mm.
then I think like 109 Toji like came through Megami's
Ah,
domain. That was
that
long.
one of the best entrances, bro. That nigga
Ooh,
killed it.
yo, y'all know I was gassed off that stretch,
I mean,
man.
I
everyone
swear,
was,
Pacing.
bro. I
I
remember
was
when
I swear,
pacing.
like,
that
bro.
chapter dropped on the. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good, you good. What you was saying?
I was gonna say like I still remember when that chapter dropped on the TL, bro. Oh,
Yeah, you was telling me, yeah.
everyone was screaming, bro. I was screaming because this is why it's a good example of how good narration is in this series. Like, oh my God, it elevated the whole moment. And of course, you know, the one who left it all behind. And then you see that. Honestly, it's a Hall of Fame, low key. Toji just goaded.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
like, nah. I was just gonna say, that, like this last part is like Shibuya starts on 83, yeah, and it ends like 136, 137. So it's like it's kind of crazy how like from chapter 100, which is Choso versus Yuji, to like chapter 137, it was just nonstop like action. Like Choso versus Yuji was
Yeah.
100, 109, Toji came through, 112, Sukuna came back. I think
Nigga came
113
through,
was
took Playful Cloud, started. Yeah, that
yeah,
shit was so raw.
bro. He dogged the gun. He dogged the gun, man. He
Absolutely.
bodied
Like
the
I
gun.
was
Like,
handling like four first grades at once. Told you pulled up.
I'm
All
saying,
I needed
bro,
to
and then
see.
like that's like a 5 chapter span, by the way. Like 109 to 114.
Yeah.
Like in those 5 chapters, Sukuna came back. Toji killed himself. Toji came back through Megami's domain, and then Sukuna versus Jogo happened. Like
Mhm.
109 to 120. That was nuts. Like Mahoraga versus Sukuna, Sukuna
Yeah,
versus
that was so
Jogo.
good. Mhm.
Man, Nanami died, and then like
Yeah.
120 to 132 was like Yuji and Mahito just fighting, and like Inobara and Toto. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
crazy. And then Ghetto season when he just them last 5 chapters when he was just oh man, he was
That
just going
nigga.
crazy.
Yes, sir.
That dialogue, yeah. I don't know, like from beginning to end, Shibuya, easy 10. What can I say? Best weekly experience I ever had. Easy.
Love that. That's dope.
Definitely
Respectable.
one of my favorites. Like easily. So
All right. How that Shabu? What do you think the next arc will go into? Of course, it won't be like a major arc like right after, but like I think it'll be more of a huge like we'll be focusing on what like huge is how he's sibling during
I think I think we'll just see affiliations like up certain alliances, like
yeah
where
like the
certain
factions and
students.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly.
thinking too. I don't know
Okay.
if you know this, but you got chapter twice. Oh damn. I'll just change it later. I apparently got chapter twice in my title. But yeah, so let's just go over the chat. Okay, that color page. See that color page? I saw the color page. I was just like, no way we're getting you to end the chapter, right? Like, because I'm seeing it, I'm just like, yeah, like don't play with me, bro. And when he
For
showed
real.
up, yeah, like that was
It's
crazy.
crazy too, cause I'm so glad that I didn't get spoiled on this chapter, bro.
Yeah, I was so
Like,
surprised.
so many people got spoiled.
Where's Yuta Twitter
Yeah.
didn't spoil me? Like, I was like, y'all say it every week, but the week he showed up. Like, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wish I, because I literally I was like, because before Yuki pulled up, I was like, if that was Yuta, I'd be running through the streets. Like, there's just no way. And then like 2 chapters later, we got it. But fuck, man, I wish that color page, like, damn, I wish I didn't see that shit.
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah. And then like I saw it because someone retweeted it, and then I retweeted it, and then fucking Keem saw it.
Oh, that's what y'all got
Yeah.
spoiled on. Okay.
So it was just a fucking whole chain thing. So it is what it is.
Y'all think we're gonna follow Yuta for a bit, or we gonna come back to Yuji and all of them? See, that's hard to tell because it might really be Yuta season, and then you just kind of see where
See,
he's on.
that's what I be saying.
Yeah.
Like about this chapter, it's like we got a lot of information and shit like that, but it's almost impossible to, aside from like a general direction, we can't really tell where we're about to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't really make because we could go even more like of an after action report type shit where we see who's injured or who's dead or whatever, or we could stay with Yuta while he finds Yuji, and that leads us to
Yeah.
the location, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
of where Yuji is, or we could go straight to Yuji and then we get his perspective for a while, and then we see Yuta pop up
and then
from his
Yuta
Right.
perspective.
pop up,
It's a
like-
lot of different ways the shit could go.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. We can't really guess that. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
the one of the two possible. Yeah, I think what you said, Torian. With I think either we're gonna get, I think it's highly doubtful we're gonna get Yuta's perspective. I think we're gonna
Yeah.
either go to Megami Nabara and like Shoko and them, and then or it's like, again, like we're gonna see Yuji and Yuki and all of them and like how to deal with. Or it could be like, we could get Megami and them, and then spend some time with them, and then of course like they go find, who knows, they go find Yuji,
Yeah,
like where
Yuji.
he's at or whatever. So yeah, so
You know, what I was
and
thinking?
with how Yuta said it, like his last line about "I'll kill you, Yuji, it's during myself." Like that did kind of
Yeah.
feel like a line that, like, all right, like that's kind of what I'm gonna leave y'all with, and then like we gonna focus.
Yeah,
on something
exactly.
else.
or we could just see fucking, all them curses running around, or
Yeah.
the
Oh,
like,
yeah,
other
that
people.
too.
I think before we do any of that, though, I feel like it's most likely that we'll get it. Like, we'll get more of an after action report, at least at the
Yeah,
beginning of the
yeah.
next chapter. Like, maybe not the whole thing, but we definitely got to see like where our allies stand in terms of like
Right.
injury, death, all this shit. So
Yeah.
that's
That's
probably
definitely the
what's
high chances. Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of the chapter said it was like no less than 10 million cursed spirits in Japan.
Yeah,
So
10 million is the
Yeah.
highest
It was
number,
hectic. And now, you know, I was thinking on Nelly, like since Hikari already suspended, like he gonna be against the rules,
In the
like
fields,
like
yeah.
Gojo. Yeah, like you know how he against the rules, like Gojo, like he already suspended for breaking some type of jujutsu rules. So I feel like he'll come and link up with Itadori before Yuta finds him. Haki.
Hey, that'd be a bit. And it's someone said, how y'all think about Yuta being an antagonist for a while instead of siding with Yuji? I mean, I feel like that's like the direction we're going, right? Like, because
Yuta-
like to win Yuta over, like, would take a lot. So I feel like,
Like,
definitely
the thing about it is that like right now he's being manipulated. He knows that the higher ups are manipulating him. He just doesn't know with what piece of information or like what event they're manipulating him with. But they say that Yuji and Sukuna are the ones that took Inumaki's arm. But we know if he got caught in Sukuna's domain, he would have died. Unless he was literally standing in a perfect spot to where Sukuna's domain cut off at his arm, he would have died. So it couldn't have been Sukuna that took his arm. And even if it was, once Yuji explains the
like, the
situation
context
and
behind
like
it.
what the higher ups are doing, Yuji's not gonna want to kill him anymore because they're literally like parallels to each other in terms of how they came into the Jujutsu world and stuff like that. Like he's literally the exact same,
and you
like
can
they're both
argue
on
a bit worse.
Yeah, but like in terms of right now, all he knows is that supposedly Sukuna took his
No, Yuji. Like, I doubt they
or
even told him about
Yuji. Well, they
Sukuna, bro.
fake. Yeah,
I
but
doubt they
it's-
even said Sukuna, bro. They just said Yuji did
yeah,
that shit. Like,
and he also doesn't know the nature of Sukuna either.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how it works. He
works,
doesn't know
mhm.
that like Yuji doesn't have control because of the
No,
body
and the
power,
thing
all
is,
that.
he even did have control, but like they literally fed him 10 fingers at once. That's what, because they're like,
Yeah.
Watch-
Yuji would
watch,
be able to. No, go ahead, Shizu.
No, I was gonna say, watch Goju was sending him letters the whole time, and he's just
This
fucking
nigga-
with the fucking with the
That's
old man,
possible.
putting up a
That's
front
possible for sure.
the
Yeah.
whole time. Like,
The thing about it is like it just all depends. That's another thing. Like we just don't know enough because like depending on
Yeah.
the timeline, he could have had time to talk to other sorcerers by now, like or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it's been too long since
Halik checked the
Shibuya,
clock. It seemed that it's been like an hour, 30 minutes, right? Like something like that. Like
Yeah, the clock that they was passing
Bro.
when you
Yeah, I
when
see
you
it.
done
Yeah,
killed
yeah,
that
yeah.
when you done killed that cursed spirit for that little girl.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah,
clock said
it
1:30.
was,
Yeah. So
it was
like right
in the
now,
outskirts of Shibuya as
and
well. So
unless Yuta like has been talking to somebody that knows the situation, he probably is really mad right now, but he's not gonna want to kill him once he finds out the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like him being a villain isn't really what it is. I feel it's just gonna be more of a misunderstanding at the start. I feel like
yeah,
just like everybody else hated him, before
yeah,
they found
literally
out how he
everybody.
really was. So
Exactly.
it's
Like
it's gonna be the same thing. I feel like, but
I feel-
the reason it's so dangerous is just because the higher ups they're willing to do shit like hurting another Jujutsu sorcerer to get their like
Yeah,
they
the
probably hurt Inumaki to make it seem like it was Sukuna who or quote unquote Yuji who did it so they can manipulate Yuta. So if they're willing to do some shit like that, like they'll be willing to do whatever it takes
and
to
they
get
didn't even
Yuji out of
send
there.
Yuda to go help with the special grade, but like the special grade Kurtz were fighting, they didn't even send Yuda. But like an hour later, after the Shibuya's over, they can send him to go kill Yuji. I was
That's
like,
exactly why I'm saying it's too convenient.
it's
Like the
so
way the
convenient.
timeline matches up, it's like they had that. Like this was premeditated. Like you know what I'm saying. And he has to realize this. Like the only reason I could think that he would be going along with being manipulated, even though he knows, is because he's not faking about wanting to kill him. That's the only reason I could think of. Because if he was faking, he would really have a reason to not link up with Yuji, itself before listening to the higher ups. So I don't know, unless they have something. Because he's not even in a
this is
bond
the
about
thing
right now.
though. This is the thing. So like like you were saying, he definitely knows he's being manipulated. However, like you said, they're in the exact same situation, so he'll just need a little bit of context. And
But
even
until
though he
then,
doesn't like them, of course he knows like he knows
that they be lying.
they stink.
But
But Yuta,
Hinamaki still his boy.
he's not. Yeah, like he's not in it from that perspective. He's in it from if this guy hurt Inamaki,
yeah,
like
Hinamaki.
he's 100% the type of character that would
Yeah.
do something like that for his friends.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
said it in Volume Zero. Like, even just people talking bad about his pissed him off. So, like,
You
of
know, it's
course
only
he
been
gonna
an
want to kill
hour.
him
Because
for.
I mean, dude, over. Wait, what page was it?
I mean, he fucked up Geto for less.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
right? Like Keto
That's
just
what I'm
like
saying.
scratched some people, bro. He said, "Alright, you out of here."
So it's, yeah.
Ref said, "Do you know it's been an hour?" Yeah, there was a panel. I forgot what
No,
page
we
is
do.
it.
Yeah, because like we know in when it was
Keep,
I think it was like 11:30, right?
PVC check.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
PPC.
Like
chat.
120.
Because right
120,
now
130.
the clock says the clock right now says 1:30, but before when we got the time, like I think it was like a couple chapters ago, like 12 or
Oh,
something
you
like
talking
that,
about
right?
Shibuya?
Yeah,
Right
it was like
before
11:30 or something, 11:37 or something like that. Let me go back and look
I
because we
put
got
in
it
VC
with.
chat, Nelly.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
Like 125.
it was 11:09 when Toto got there. Then if we go to the ghetto fight,
Wait, which PPC chat, Malik? Like you already posted it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you wanted this VC chat?
oh yeah.
I put it in the other one. Okay.
Yeah, you good.
Man, what the fuck?
Yeah, I put it in this one this time. But yeah, speaking on Yuta a little bit more, Haki, like you know how Gojo was talking about right
Yeah,
before
hat clock
Lula
right there.
happened.
Yeah.
He was saying, wait, what was you?
No. It was just that I'm just showing the panel where the clock was like showing.
Oh, but
Like, go ahead though.
Malik.
wait a second.
Alright. He's faking to link up with Yuji. Nah, I don't actually think he's like Team Yuji right now. I think he actually believes the.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he actually believes that his friend got hurt by Yuji, but
No, that
like
was that troll. He trolled.
he trolling.
Yeah, he trolled.
Oh
And
my god.
also, like, whether he's capping or not, I feel like we're getting a confrontation no matter what.
Oh yeah,
so,
for sure.
like,
And like,
I mean, he's capping somewhat. Like he don't
oh,
fuck
yeah.
with the
Cause
old
he,
geezers.
yeah, because like he was
Well,
like,
no, he wasn't ever pretending like he fucked with him though. Like
No, but I mean, like following like he's kind of he's acting like wait, hold on, let me bring up his shit again.
look, this is literally what he's doing. Like he acknowledged that he doesn't fuck with them. He acknowledged that
Exactly,
he knows that they're
yeah.
lying to him. But their goal is just a line right now. They want Yuji dead, and so he's like, okay, I'll kill him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
His
doesn't
arms are
care
so ugly.
about the politics of it right now. But see, the problem is that we don't know a lot of things. We don't know if he was talking to Gojo. We don't know what he knows. And between an hour and a half that just passed, we don't know what he learned. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
I should enter.
it's just hard to predict if he's really lying or not. But from what we see right now, it would make more sense for him to be lying or for him to be telling the truth than to be lying.
Yeah, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like he's definitely like the way he presented himself. It's like he's definitely not with these old geezers. Like he's kind of just agenda's like kind of synced up right now. But as far as like the other stuff though, like the 5 little I don't know what you want to call them, orders, I guess, like whatever. Let me read these again.
You talking about the notices?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. They say ghetto
Yeah.
survival
And
has been confirmed,
Transmitting
and
to
he sent it to
compass.
the.
before we get to that, I would like to say, like, I love this trope of the old MC fighting the new MC. Like, I absolutely love it. Like,
Mhm.
so I feel like
There's another series that has
yeah,
dog.
like I mean, it's not in manga, just in general, or where like a previous protagonist becomes like an antagonist later on.
Yeah.
Like, I just love that trope. So I feel like we're getting a confrontation for sure, and I just cannot wait for it. But yeah, we can talk about that, the 5 orders or whatever.
No. Yeah. So
I
basically,
mean,
it's
he's
just-
throwing hands. He's getting fucked up. Like I'll just say,
they just said Ghetto survived and he's sentenced to death again. Gojo is an accomplice, and it's a criminal
Makes
act to
no
remove him
sense.
from his seal. Yaga is receiving the death penalty for inciting the Shibuya incident. Yuji is sentenced to death,
These niggas,
and the
bro.
execution is
They
to be
just
carried
be
out immediately.
talking, bro.
And Yuta is the executioner for Yuji. That's
He
it.
said accomplice, dog. What are y'all saying? Like,
Actually, somebody made a tweet about
For
that.
real.
And the reason he's an accomplice is because he injured the civilians in the station when he first started fighting
What?
special grade.
there
Yeah,
is
so
no
it's-
way they think he can do both. Like, you
I
think?
mean, dog, they're obviously this is their agenda. They're gonna use whatever they
Yeah.
can to put him in,
Wow.
to put him in the target.
You
So
think he could
I
take,
was
like,
I was saying the
3,
same
4
thing. I
special
was like, how
grades?
did they jump to the conclusion? Like, I was wondering how they jumped to the conclusion, or how they even made up that he was an accomplice when he was literally like opposing them, but they just used quote unquote collateral damage to like
Yeah.
put him in that position. So
yeah, they need him out of here. They're trying to seize an
Permanently
opportunity.
exiled
to
too.
avoid-
Like, I know if anyone else his civilians won't be permanent
because
exiled.
even Gojo was talking like he knew it would be consequences, but he obviously didn't get
Yeah.
sealed. So he didn't think it would be like
Yeah,
anything that mattered. But because like when he was talking about using his expansion or his curse technique, he was like, I can only use it for like 0.2 seconds or it'll kill
yeah.
the humans and shit like that. So yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he knew it would knock him out and shit like that too. So it is what
One
it
of
is.
guns, so they'll do whatever.
The thing about like making it a criminal act to like remove his seal is kind of redundant because if you remove his seal, nothing's gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna protect you from the higher ups if you get him
Yeah.
out of the prison box. You see what I'm saying? So I don't see why they even like. I mean, I know why they did it, but it's just kind of pointless.
Didn't,
Nobody's gonna be able to hurt you once you get him out of the box, but you can't get him out of the box anyways because Ghetto has it. So.
they just don't want people even trying. I'm just like, do y'all really want the Team Gojo versus Team Higher Ups war? Because that's not a war y'all will win, bro. Like, Gojo already has too many people. Like,
Nah, just him
You
alone.
remember,
Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
man.
you remember like in the beginning of the arc, like when Gojo had went down to the station, it was like all the higher ups or the authorities were saying only
Yeah.
Gojo can go down there. Like
Yeah.
it was trying to set them up
Yeah.
basically. Because when I
Yeah.
think it was Naobito and them and Maki, they was like trying to go down there, but and
That's why Mei dipped.
Mei and
Because you
Yuji,
remember they were
yeah, Mei and Yuji, and then Gojo was like, or Gojo, what they said to Yuji, like the authorities say only Gojo can go past
they
this
knew
point.
they
I
knew
think
how
Yuji
many
was
they knew
saying
how many like potential like casualties there were like they packed them all into the space with the special grades on purpose, and the higher ups knew that they did that, so they were like, okay, if Gojo goes down there, obviously he's the only one that can fight all the special grades anyways, but all the blowback will fall back on him regardless of what happened. Like even
Yeah.
if he
there's
didn't get sealed and managed to kill Geto, all of the blowback still would have been on him for Shibuya.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have mattered
yeah
regardless of the outcome.
there's still a mole in the higher up, so
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
they even had Gojo going down there by himself
Mhm.
and telling everybody else they couldn't go down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
So
someone
it
said,
was basically a setup from the jump.
That's why Mei said she's not getting paid enough for this, bro.
yeah, someone's
Dipped
like,
him
what do y'all think Miguel was up to since he was with Utah
Miguel is that
overseas?
nigga with the in volume 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like we see him with Utah, so like if he is
Yeah,
like,
I was
with
talking
Utah,
about. I was telling Malik, I think about you that rope that Miguel had, bro.
Yeah.
In like
It-
volume
it-
0,
it-
that shit might
it
be
took a
low.
few-
Like
a
I
few
know it
decades
takes a
to make,
long
though.
time to make.
A
He
few
said it takes a
decades.
long time to make, like even a little bit.
Nah, he
But-
said a few decades, but that's more than a long time. So.
I mean, it's just a long. It's a long time. You know what I'm saying? But my point is like, depending on how much of that shit like that nigga be having, bro, that rope could be super important. Like,
Yudu was with him too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
going along with Torian's point, he was saying, like, or I should say, Yuki was saying, together, like, Japan almost has a monopoly on jujutsu sorcery.
Yeah.
So that country Miguel is from, don't have that many sorcerers, and they don't have that many resources to like make stuff like that, and that's why it probably took that long. But Yuta going there probably helped
Mhm.
Miguel do whatever they was.
It might
trying
have
to do.
had something to do with cursed
So-
energy supply, and since he has unlimited cursed energy, that might have been a reason why he went down there. But
I think he
And so Miguel got help with whatever like material he needed, I guess, from Yuta.
yeah,
and it wasn't on Torre with Yuki too, like the other guy from Team Geto, like Laru
Say
or
that
whatever.
again?
Like I don't know how to say his name. It's like Laru, Larue.
Oh, LaRue.
Yeah, Laru. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, him and Miguel are both like with Team Geto. So if Laru's with Yuki, like, Miguel, because like Yuki is most likely gonna be like Team Yuji, since he's with her right now,
Yeah.
and then like Yuda's against him, but Miguel was with Yuda. So I wonder if like where.
No,
Miguel
that's what I
kinda-
think. I think they're all allying. Like I think literally everyone you just mentioned is pretty much going to spearhead like a
Spearhead.
campaign to like go retrieve.
yeah.
Because if
Gojo,
I
Gojo? Okay,
recall,
okay.
like Gojo had
including
basically
Chozo's team.
predicted
Or not Chozo's.
Yeah,
Geto's.
Geto, yeah. Like Gojo like predicted Hikaru, Yuta, and Yuji would do this like later on in the series.
Yeah.
Go against the higher ups. Like when he
Mhm.
talked to the principal. He literally name dropped all three of them.
Yeah, right.
To the
Oh
person
yeah,
saying-
I forgot he did say that.
And he was like,
He said, "I got
like,
hitters,
you guys
bro."
think that he's like, you think your power be like, secure.
The context
in
of
the
that
future.
conversation was more like yeah, he was talking about like the higher ups in terms of like them being able to run their agendas, but also just the fact that the ones he mentioned are just special sorcerers. Like they're clearly like gonna be the head of the pack type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like gonna go above special grade because he was talking about that too, about how they're gonna need more
Like
more
ranks?
ratings or like
Yeah.
more rankings for
Yeah,
sorcerers and
Nah,
cursors.
yeah,
like
but that was
that was in the
that
same
was-
conversation, but I'm just saying like in general. But like Hikari in
he ended the
particular.
conversation with that though. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Like he ended the conversation with, don't think your power won't be challenged. Like
yeah.
the higher ups power on the jujutsu world. Like
I swear they don't be in the fields, bro. Like
Gojo was
we
saying,
good.
they basically gonna get overthrown at the end.
Hikari,
They're too
like
strong to be.
him coming back right now would make. I was saying the same. I was talking to somebody else, yesterday, but I was saying the same thing. It would make this like most sense since like especially since Yaga is like getting executed. You know what I'm saying? So we know like the Tokyo school is about to be in shambles. Like Yuji
Absolutely.
getting excommunicated, Yaga getting executed, Gojo being gone, Shoko's leaving probably as well after. Since they, ordered the execution of Yaga. So, like, the Tokyo school kind of in shambles right now. And since Hikari's on punishment, like, he has no, like, after the Shibuya incident, he has no reason to stay on punishment. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why he wouldn't just break his, his suspension and come back right now. like Malik was saying. So once we get all those characters in the same spot and they're all on the same page, that's probably who we have, like, going into the
Outlaws,
next
bro.
major arc.
Yes, sir. So with how y'all think the school will last? Cause like I know the school with the 10 million curses going around, and then those like vessels that Geto has, and then those sorcerers that's gonna get stronger and stronger. Like clearly, the school cannot just contain everything, and with how they're managing their own sorcerers too, it's like they have to fight like an internal and external battle. So it's like I really don't. I mean, at the end of the day, they're still Jujutsu sorcerers though. So it's like I don't know if they're
Yeah.
gonna come up with like a scheme to just kind of I won't say like handle the situation, but at least just survive, or like as a school to just instead of making it like a everyone on their own kind of thing. Because it looks like a lot of people defect, just not care about the rules, and then just kind of follow their own path since like the school isn't really
Yeah.
where they want to go. And with the environment right now, because all these sorcerers getting stronger, yada yada, like they can't be sending. Because even with how early Yuji and them were, like they were still sending Yuji and them on missions to go like save things, just because of how underhanded they were. I mean,
Mhm.
undermanned they were. So then now
Yeah.
that like they already lost a bunch of sorcerers, now they're excommunicating them too, and then the ones they still have could also side of Yuji. It's like they really don't have the people, and with like the 10 million curses everywhere, and gets his vessels getting stronger. Like this school is really not gonna last. Like I don't know how
See,
long they're gonna last.
that's why it goes back to what Malik was saying about like the mole and the higher ups. The mole has to be somebody that could lead the group in this direction, because I don't feel like it would make sense for the higher ups to make this many bad decisions in a
Yeah,
row.
like what the
Unless
hell?
there's something we
They
don't
just be
know
missing.
about like well, there's obviously stuff we don't know, but unless there's something like in context of this conversation that we don't know that's important, it wouldn't really make any sense for them to all just kind of like keep isolating everyone that gives them power. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
obviously, the Juicy World is more than just the Tokyo School, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Tokyo School is apparently a big part of it, considering they're always so undermanned and shit like that. So it's just weird to me. That's why I think like the mole probably is somebody that can like lead. Like they're probably all supposed to be equals, but the mole is probably somebody that can kind of lead the group in like in the direction that the curses want him to lead it in and shit like that.
Mm.
So
He's working with
yeah, with the
Geto.
brain. So we'll see.
He has to be, because you remember when Tengen got, or when the brain was literally telling all them about Tengen and how Tengen got that mysterious body and star plasma
Yeah.
vessel, even though Rico died and got shot. It was like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
Tengen
that was mad
stabilized.
hard. I
Like,
was like,
huh?
Senor
How Tengen
Eater?
get
Like
stabilized?
that?
Yeah, like Rico died just like for no reason, basically. Like Toby popped up for no reason because Tengen, like, he still survived. So like Geto gotta be behind that. Like, cause he was going on like this whole like little soliloquy about how Tengen does this and where Tengen stays and how Tengen's body is. I was like, why does nigga know so much? I mean, I know he 1,000 years old, but he clearly knows enough to be like in his inner circle. He said, cause he was like, he literally said, "Oh, Tengen only keeps 2 small fry in front of his room." Like, how do you know that? It's inside his barrier, so you would literally have to go inside his
Yeah.
barrier to know that. Like, you would have to have been inside his barrier to know
Exactly.
that before.
Or got somebody
Yeah.
inside his barrier,
So
which is
when
the
he
same thing. Yeah.
yeah. So when Mahito like pulled up on them and killed them both, like, and they showed that panel, I was like, this nigga ghetto, bro. Like, he do too much. Like, he too great. He too good at
Too
this. Like,
great.
we need somebody to be like, no.
And see, the
No.
problem, the best part about that nigga too is how it seems like it's impossible for them to handle him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when they like get rid of this nigga, he comes back. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got all these powerful ass bodies, all these powerful ass curse techniques. Like, he's just different, dog. And it's just like nothing they can do to fight this.
And then I like how his plan was. He made sure that his current plan right now was beyond his control. So even if they stop him,
Yeah,
that don't mean shit. He's like, all right,
you can't
like I
stop his
won, bro.
plan. Yeah,
Like y'all can't wait.
that's that chaos merchant shit, bro. I
I'm
love it,
see
man.
that. Yeah, I love
Like,
that.
yeah,
I love it. Like, I love it. Like, bro, like, so when Sukuna get fully incarnated and he can just
yeah,
walk around on his own without Itadori, like, oh my
yeah,
god, bro,
bro.
that is madness.
Son, dog. Like the height of
Y'all better stop
Jujutsu
playing, son.
sorcery, like the height of Jujutsu sorcery, easily like gonna be the best part. Like my thing is that Gege, like, this nigga set himself up for so much like just masterclass content right now, bro. Like we still got Sakuna backstory, we got the Brain backstory, we got the Golden Age like being our like current setting for the manga. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We got way too much, like 10 million spirits, and like some of
Bro.
them curses gonna
And,
be
and those vessels,
ridiculous,
Man,
bro.
they can be
million.
sisters, all that shit. Like,
And that's only in Japan, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is like we don't know what this
Like,
nigga
listen,
brain
bro.
been doing for his whole. You know what I'm saying? Like he said he
Like,
been like making sorcerers and
this
making
nigga
like
Gege is a chaos
Please,
merchant as well. Like,
facts.
you said no more daily life, bro. Like, we done with that.
like
Meet
he
at the
said,
cafe
no more
shit.
day life, bro. Like that slice of life shit is over.
Feeding
I
for
was in
coffee?
the mud,
Yeah.
bro.
Like, get
Like,
out of here,
I
bro. Go
like-
grab the
I
I'm
know-
BB to get
gonna
that
miss
back.
that shit.
I like how like they said that was gonna happen like in the middle of the arc when Eno was telling Megumi like the repercussions
Oh, yeah.
of it
If,
and Nanami.
yeah.
It was like listen, if Gojo remains captured, like life in Japan for humans will be over. And I like how it actually went through. It literally did it. Like you can't live out here no more. Like this is crazy.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel about the Rika is the sword theory that people going with?
Well, the sword did disappear when Rika did her thing. So I mean, it's pretty. It's not like it's wild to assume.
Yeah.
I don't care to assume. Like I don't really. It doesn't matter to me because I mean, if he can have a raw katana and a monster, I'll be chilling. But I mean, they got a good point though. Like all the niggas on Twitter, they got a good point.
Yeah.
That shit was not there when when Rika popped up. So.
PVZ chat. This is back in volume 0 when they was telling them to invoke the curse of Rika, channel it into the katana and control it.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
literally the same thing
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
mind.
Because, like,
I mean, he just got
the
better.
giant
I feel
monster.
like
Yeah,
that's
I feel
something
like
different.
over time, he just, because, like, if the sword does have, like, a remnants of Rika and, like, almost a mind of his own, because, like, they're saying that, like, obviously the sword would kill the monster when it tried to sneak Hyuta. Like, if that is facts, then that could lead to some cool ass scenes, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it was. Like Malik said, like Rika's always been his cursed energy, but it's always like you
just
said, had a mind of
different
its own.
form
So
now.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like when he left the sword inside of the monster and was talking to the little girl, and then the curse tried to like sneak in, Rika smashed it into the wall. But like
Yeah.
when it smashed into the wall, it did it in like the little girl's view. So he was like, relax, like you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, chill a little bit. They watching, bro.
yeah, try not to overdo it. That's what he said. But I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense for it to have a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't be talking to it if it didn't. Like
Yeah,
that's kind of
exactly.
weird for him to be like, Rika, please, if he's the one that did it. So yeah.
Yeah, she guess.
I think you're gonna be so clean. Man.
I can't.
I can't wait to see him
bro.
fight like
Oh my God.
sorcerer, another sorcerer.
Yeah, cool one, bro.
Facts, yeah, not fight.
Oh, and I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter like it was like, why Yaga?
He
So
said
that's
what?
why I was thinking like,
Why Yaga?
Why Yaga?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I already know what that's about, bro. I already know what that's about. You know how Gaku Ganji, the principal for Kyoto,
Yeah.
how he a higher up too.
Yeah.
It's like when Yaga had asked him, I already know he was a part of the fuckery. Yaga literally asked him at Goodwill. He was like, "Yo, let's just watch Yuji for now." And you notice how Yuji didn't get no more death attempts, for like a brick until now, obviously.
Yeah.
Like after Yaga asked Gaku Ganji that, he was like, "Yo, just showing him, like just look, like he's proven his worth or whatever. Let's just let him prove it." So after Sukuna did all that, Gaku Ganji was like, "Yeah, and kill that nigga Yaga too." Like,
Hey, this nigga said, get my ass out of here, bro. Like,
He said get him go, bro. He said y'all package
package
deal, bro. Damn.
bro, the
They
nigga
was
Gaku
chilling on
Ganji
Yuji
said
for
he
a
not
minute, if we
taking
being
he not taking no chances. He not taking a Gojo chance. He not taking a Yaga
Yeah,
chance.
But he
Like,
said Megumi,
I was
bro.
gonna,
That's a dope. Like,
I was in the panels in VC chat.
what'd you say?
I said Sukuna took a
I said,
Jogo
I
and
said the
Megumi. Like,
panels.
I mean, took a Jogo and saved Megumi. So, chances out, bro.
At the end of the day, these higher ups gotta go, bro. I just need
Yeah.
that shit to happen. Like, I need that shit right now.
I should just killed him, bro. It's what it is.
I just hate when some niggas that never do anything sit behind the scenes fucking with
Bro, when
Like,
you
why
put
y'all
up on
just back
them,
there and
they were literally behind like fucking candles and glass pillars. I mean,
Yeah, like
doors, like
them niggas so
whispering
twisty, bro.
through. They
They
won't even
remind
show
me of
their
like
faces, like to their own executioner. Like, god damn, bro. Talking about yeah, no matter how many crispers you kill, it's still not proof. Like, bro, what else do you want, son? Oh
oh,
my
man.
god, son. So,
I wish you would have just. I don't know what is protecting these
That's
niggas
how they
from
keep
just getting
everyone
bodied,
slaves,
bro.
bro.
Like,
it's probably
So
their like
they want-
bloodlines and stuff like that.
I don't give a fuck about no bloodlines, bro.
Yeah, I
Get them niggas
mean,
out of here.
how do you guys think Gojo's gets released? Uh,
Rescue Squad, Sasuke Retrieval Arc.
Yeah,
People VC chat.
the
Real quick.
Yaga.
Oh,
squad.
Malik, bro. Also, that's why I was thinking they were gonna use the road for prison realm, bro. Because you know it like negates curse energy and shit. It got through Gojo's limitless, all that shit. So that's
Yeah.
probably what they're gonna try to use to break the prison realm, since they can't like actually just say open sesame or whatever like Gojo or Ghetto can, you know.
Because it's like
I'm thinking
I
that's
feel
how they
like he'll be released when like the golden age is back at its peak, where like Gojo can just come in and then just slay everything and win. You know, it has to reach a level where when he comes in, like he can just like solve everything instantly because everything else is just as strong. So, yeah, definitely not anytime soon. But
You
like,
got that nigga.
know. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
And I was just talking about what Malik said, bro. How the fuck this nigga Gaku Ganji gonna talk about bending the rules, bro? The higher ups literally break the rules. Like they make them shits and then break them. Like that don't make sense, bro. Those niggas so annoying.
Yeah, but I feel like Dr. Ganji isn't he's not ill spirited. He it's like a lot of higher ups that just subscribe to the clan stuff. And you know how Gojo said it was an even higher class than the higher ups. Like that basically run everything. I feel like Dr. Ganji is like at the level where he just wants order. Like the level where you know how there be some you know how it'd be like some I don't even know how to explain it. How it'd be some people that wanna just follow the rules because they know like bad things could happen. It's like he necessarily not wrong. Like he read what he's saying right here. All of it literally happened. Like Yuji's existence literally resulted in mass death in Shibuya. Like a lot of people died. Like many people died. So he wasn't wrong. I mean he was spitting. Unfortunately,
I don't know what's fitting.
Yaga was like
he was
Yaga
not
was like
he was not completely false.
Let's just see.
That is true, but.
I mean, he.
I know what's fitting though.
Like,
See,
look
that's
what he's
the
saying.
thing about more. It's like this is why like morality is such a thing for. It's like he's wrong to want to kill Yuji because at the time Yuji hadn't done anything, right? But see, the potential threat. It's like you have to gauge whether you care more about, you know, what's right or what's like potentially horrible. And at the end of the day, Gakuganji was right. Sukuna being allowed to live caused the deaths of thousands of people in Shibuya. You see what I'm saying? So it's like. It's just you got to weigh your options and pick whichever one you think is gonna be the best. And Gakuganji hit and Yaga missed, and now he dead. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what happened.
He ain't dead yet, bro. Like,
well, they want him dead. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what happened. So yeah.
And then you like combine that with the fact that not only did he vouch for Yuji, it's like he's behind the nigga who's the mastermind of all this. Like Geto, he didn't get a nigga therapy. Geto went rogue, and Gojo. The nigga they was setting up, they was like, they just started trumping up charges on him. He was like, fuck it, he did teach Gojo too. Like, so it was like, yeah, we gotta send this man to death. Basically, like,
and then
it's like everything going against him is just, it's not.
He was just he really just like one of those niggas son, that get caught in the crossfire because they have like acquaintances in the wrong spots. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga just happened to be like you said, he should have got Ghetto in the first place. But he didn't, you know what I'm saying? So Ghetto became a master fucking villain, you know what I'm saying? It did Gojo.
I can't really blame him because he had no idea of his mental state back then. Like the show Ghetto was.
I mean, Ghetto was
Even
still like
Gojo did
on
it,
the bounty list, but like you can't just kill your best friend just because he's on the bounty list, bro. You gonna be like, dog, like,
Yeah.
I gotta do this? Like you gonna hesitate, bro. And
I'm telling
he
you.
hesitated twice.
Okay, excited.
I got put in the mud. Like, tough. You're gonna have to do the job himself.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. This nigga was waiting for this. He gonna bust himself out. This nigga Goju, bro. They're like, yo, this is what I wanted to see.
Yeah, like,
I knew you.
There was a tweet.
I can throw hands with
The
niggas.
tweet was like,
this
the tweet was like,
This is what I was saying though. Like, I feel like you know how Ghetto told Gojo, well, you know, the sorcerer inside Ghetto told Gojo like we'll meet again in the new world.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like he gonna let him out himself because he said he wanted the strongest
Himself.
techniques out here.
Yeah.
So after he
Exactly.
complete his plan, I
Like, what do you
feel
mean
like Gojo
exactly? That's not
let
even what
this
you
nigga out.
said.
Don't what I'm saying,
Nigga said
bro.
exactly like that's what he just said.
Yeah,
bro.
let's go, bro.
Yeah, like towards this
I
one
feel
tweet,
like
he was
I
like,
feel like I feel like he'll just let him out after he complete his plan. Like, cause once he complete his plan, like when the peak sorcerers are back, like the Golden Age of Jujutsu, like he says,
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? We know Gojo not invincible.
Facts.
yeah,
So
He gonna be like,
we
this is
been-
what
we
you
been
wanted,
saying
bro.
this for weeks, bro.
Okay.
Like once Gojo, like once the peak of Jujutsu is here, like Gojo not a superpower no more. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
gonna be niggas that can fight him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that point it's gonna be even. Like 10 million curses and we get Gojo, like okay. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
like it's fair, bro. Oh my God.
yeah, and like
because obviously all them curses not gonna be weak curses. There's gonna be some strong ass niggas in that bunch of 10 million.
Yeah.
yeah, and basically you could think of it like this. When they said the peak of Jujutsu sorcery, it implies that today is not the peak of Jujutsu sorcery, but
Yeah.
it's getting there
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
Like from the younger people, it's
I mean, it's
getting
only been
there.
an
It's getting
hour,
back to
bro. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm not even talking about the plan. I'm talking about like the younger generation.
oh, you
Gojo
mean just how
said
strong
it's
they
getting
are?
better.
Like yeah.
Gojo was saying
Oh.
it's getting better. It's getting better than recent years. That's what
Yeah.
he was saying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that's what he was implying.
But-
like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Niggas
But
are
I'm
scrubs, damn.
the main point
Hey,
is
chill.
Jujutsu sorcerers back then were way stronger. So that means
Yeah.
that
There are monsters.
that means
Mhm.
Gojo clearly looks like just God versus these niggas in this era. But it's like, back
Yeah, you-
then, like
You also have to
Isaac Todd
consider
was
I
the
don't think-
users.
every
I don't
100
think
years
Gojo
thing.
was-
Where, like,
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
no, I'm just saying, like, you got to consider the fact that Goju is like just one of those niggas that pops up every 100 years. Like that's like
Oh yeah.
that's like kind of
No,
yeah.
he was the
I mean,
first
it's
that
the six eyes,
popped up
the
in
limit,
the last
Yeah.
like it's all that.
100 years.
Yeah,
Still
it's all
got
that
big
shit.
by
Like
Maharaja.
Exactly,
Gojo
yeah.
Gojo is like a golden age sorcerer because of his genetic
Right.
like her technique. You know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly,
why he's
yeah.
a golden. But like everybody else is just normal. Like they have normal.
Right.
technique. Well, not quote unquote not normal, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
just normal sorcerers for this age. But like during the peak of Jujutsu sorcery, we had niggas running around like Shaman Sukuna. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like that,
Exactly, yeah.
like ridiculously powerful sorcerers, and like Gojo was basically like Malik's been saying. Like Gojo was just telling the higher ups that they're sorcerers aren't gonna stay weak enough to where they can keep them under their thumb. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
Right.
be people like him walking around where they can't control them. You know what I'm saying? Just because they want to. So eventually in the series, niggas like Yuji and Toto, Yuta, Hikari, like all them
Megumi.
niggas, you know,
Yeah.
they gonna be at that level. Like I don't know about that level, but they gonna be strong enough to where they can, do what they gotta do.
I think they will, bro. Cause
Yeah, I think they
you Think
will.
about it, like especially like Yuji, Yuta, and Akari. Like just Akari off of the name drop by Gojo when he said Akari and Yuta be good at Samsung Day, but Yuta like, bruh, Yuta's curse technique is to copy curse techniques in a world where they're in the age of Jujutsu sorcerers at the peak. Like, bro, think about that.
Exactly.
Like he gets stronger versus the stronger person.
Yeah,
is
the more
like
experience he
Haki.
gets. Mhm.
Exactly.
Like, so if he fighting somebody super strong with a raw ass technique, he can just copy that. Hoe.
Well, we always know there's drawbacks to copying technique.
Yeah.
We
It's not
always-
100%.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
yeah, because like,
See, that's facts, but Yuta also has like near limitless cursed energy, so he gonna
Well,
be
obviously the
adding
drawback
shit together.
wouldn't be from his cursed energy because we know he
Yeah.
has unlimited.
But I
curse
mean, it's like he's
yeah,
adding
but, like
things.
There's gonna be a
his
drawback somewhere
technique
because
he
no,
copies
what
isn't like
I'm
as
saying-
good.
No,
Because like when he copied
yeah, what I'm saying is,
Inumaki's,
I'm
it
not
wasn't
saying,
good.
yeah, I'm not saying that he finna just like, let's say he fighting Inumaki and he not finna just dog Inumaki out with his own curse technique.
Yeah,
Like I'm just saying, like if he combined that with his curse technique, his,
Yeah.
sword,
Right.
his sword play, like
yeah.
he like combined
No, I see
everything
what
he
you're
knows.
saying.
Like he a threat, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think anybody doubts that nigga a threat. Like,
Yeah.
what my thing is, like, I'm just wondering, right? Like, on both sides of the spectrum, we have like the sorcerers and we have the curses, right? So like these jujutsu, like, or the peak of jujutsu sources or curses, like them niggas, what's the reason? Like, what's stopping them from just wreaking havoc like immediately right now while our crew, like, still
Curses
too
grow
weak
over
to
time.
face, like,
That's the thing. It's like, because like since they feed off like negative energy,
Yeah, negative
and then with like the chaos,
Yeah.
it's just gonna get worse and worse
Shibuya,
and worse.
Shibuya is literally like a hive of negative energy right now. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
pure
exactly.
death, fear,
So,
like all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
it'll just get worse over time. So like they just don't exist. Like curses that strong just don't exist right now. But like over time, it's like they'll just keep getting stronger because the energy is just like so concentrated, and they'll just keep getting worse.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
that could be the
Because like
reason.
we got like because on our side right now we know for a fact like once he gets out of the box, like Gojo is already at that golden age level. You has hella potential to reach it pretty quickly, considering like he still has to like incorporate Sukuna's curse technique into his own. Whenever it like engraves itself into his body, he has to like learn that. Black Flash, he's like the only person, and I can't remember how long, but they were talking about how like he's the only person to be able to like do it on, like at command,
Yeah.
for like a long time and shit like that. And then we got Megami who has the 10 shadows, which is like the only ability to rival the 6 eyes apparently, like in the past.
Not the only ability.
Well, not only ability,
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
one that the
that was
person that
name
was
dropped.
rivaling the 6 eyes nigga back then had
Yeah,
10
yeah.
shadows. So Megami's gonna be
Yeah,
up
so
there.
Megami's potential is already certified. So like
Yeah,
the rest
I
should
mean,
be good
we
Pretty
too.
sure
saw
he
Mahara,
beat the
we
6
saw
eyes
Mahara
too.
Gore. Like that nigga was
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous, bro.
Anyone
Like
else
he
but
was like,
Sukuna is getting washed. Bro.
yeah, like he was making the 50, what's that, 15 fingers or 18? How many fingers is Sukuna right now? 15, something like that.
15. Yeah, 15.
Yeah, like that's a 15 finger Sukuna. Like low key, he wasn't struggling, but that was a good fight for him.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like,
he said if he wasn't in Yuji, he would have died because like since his he had the
Sort of
positive
extermination.
energy. Yeah, the positive energy.
Well,
that came
also
out
if
of
the
the scene.
fight prolonged too, because that
he was
learning.
adapting to his technique.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn,
That bro,
I
that
forgot
fucking that Mahara Gore nigga.
Yeah, like maybe I had that in the back pocket. Like, hold up, bro.
That nigga, I think he was like, wasn't that like that's like the second strongest?
I think no,
Like-
that's like by far the strongest. I think like, that's like the number one. I'm sure.
Nah, Maharaga is bodying any of the special grade curses because he got
We
this
had
sort of
15, 20
extermination.
already.
And
Damn,
if
I
you
ain't
want to
even.
touch any curse with
Yeah.
it, you die.
Yeah, Rev. Like he had
still
5.
weak, so.
He had 5 fingers before Shibuya, and then they fed him 10 fingers. Like Jogo fed him 10 fingers in Shibuya. So yeah, we're 15 out of 20 right now.
What the last
He
5? I mean, the more we
too,
find,
which
the
is why he
more we
turned into
find is gonna be
Sukuna.
like the more fingers we find, the harder it's gonna be to find the rest. Unless
Yeah.
like
Especially in this day and age where like even
it's so many curses.
Sukuna
yeah.
finger won't even stand out that much anymore. So it's like everything's just even.
Watch Ghetto got the rest of them.
That's a range too, EK. Like there's not just like golden age level is not just Goju. Like there's like difference in as far as like
Well,
strength.
yeah, we know that.
No, I'm just responding. I'm not responding to you guys. I'm talking to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, they've been telling us that forever, bro. Like, and like the thing about like the range of curse of like the ability of the curse users and like the curses is it's like especially right now since so many just got released that we know nothing about what their abilities are, anything like that. Like the spectrum could go as high as Gege wants it to now.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
But that's what's so like
Because, like,
right
that's
now
when
our
the infinite
characters have to get
potential, bro.
so strong so fast right now, bro. Like
Yes, I can't wait
niggas
for
out
it. Bro.
bad.
I need that complete domain from Megami. I'm gonna need all my niggas
Thanks.
bonding out, bro.
Yeah, I need that complete domain, bro.
Oh, Tori,
What?
I forgot to ask you this.
What?
How you feel about my son Megami, bro? Not even having all his summons yet. Like,
Oh yeah, there's
You
still like
think-
4 missing.
I feel like a summon. No, it's like it's 3 more.
Three
But,
more, okay.
well, outside of Maharaga, I mean, like
Okay, there's 3 more.
he still has, including Maharaga, is 3 more. I mean 4 more. But yeah, like once he get all his summons, Megami gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like we saw what, like, do we know for a fact, like, do we know the exact mechanics of the 10 shadows, like summoning thing? Like, you know how he has to summon the shadow and defeat
Just
it, to, like
defeat
add
it
it to,
first, and then
add it
Yeah,
to,
whatever you wanna know.
like, okay, so you know how he summoned it in the presence of that nigga, that luck nigga that died at the end. Of the
No,
fight?
we don't know
You
like the actual
Wait, what you
process.
mean?
Like we don't.
Well, I
know.
was just asking, like, cause he summoned it in the presence of that nigga, and so Megami and that luck dude were the only ones that could like Well, if they killed it, it would have returned to Megami Shadows, right? Like it would have
Yeah.
been his shadow, right?
Yeah.
Because they were
they're
there when it was
in the
or the
circle.
only Megami.
Yeah, because
Well,
they were
I
in the
see what you're
circle.
saying. No.
Sukuna's out the circle.
No. If they killed it, it would have been a pointless exorcism. You can only do it by yourself.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, that's what I
right,
was
yeah,
wondering.
yeah.
That's how I was trying to,
Yeah.
because like I knew he
Okay.
was there, so it like since he was in the circle, it locked onto the luck nigga. So I was wondering if as long as you're or as long as you're
So you have to
in the
be by
vicinity,
yourself, right?
if you could help, yeah, like if you could help him defeat the curse, but it has to be him by himself to like gain the. Okay, yeah, that's not.
But since Akuna killed it and he was an
Yeah,
outsider, Megami can just do the ceremony
yeah.
again.
So
later
so even if
by
Sukuna was
himself
in
and
the
exercise it.
circle, it still wouldn't have given it to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about, right? Because it's like
I'm going
I
back to
know
the
if
chat
you-
right
What'd you
now.
say? Now?
I said
I know
if
if you
Sukuna
kill
was
him-
in the circle with like how the luck dude was in the circle that because like the reason why Mahoraga locked onto the luck dude was because he was in the circle. So Mahoraga's like, okay, these two Megami and this guy wants to exercise me, so I'm gonna handle them. Now like if Sukuna was like replaced the luck dude, like he was locked on by Mahoraga, like he didn't come from the outside, like he was already in the exorcist circle,
yeah.
and then beat him. Like would that work?
Yeah, because I know when you kill him from outside the circle, it's a pointless exorcism. But inside the circle, if Sukuna would have killed him,
No. You can only do it by
Okay.
yourself.
oh, it would have still been the
It's
same
the-
thing.
Oh, okay.
it's a
Yeah.
pointless-
I'm reading it
No,
right
listen,
now. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Melly.
Yeah.
Here. It's a pointless exorcism if you do it with anybody else.
Yeah,
but
multiple
since
people.
Sukuna was outside of it, since Sukuna was outside the ceremony and he exercised it, basically the Shikigami can just be summoned
Yeah.
again by
That's how-
Megami to
Okay.
do another
the thing
exorcism.
is, you can exercise multiple people.
Like the speculation basically is if Sukuna would, let's say the blessing dude beat it.
Yeah.
Like the speculation is that Megami couldn't summon it again
Because
and try to beat it.
because it would have been
Because they
exercised
beat
for real. Like it would have
Yeah.
actually like
Yeah.
like the okay. I see what you're saying. That's why that's like where I was confused because I know Sukuna was outside of the summoning, so it didn't count. Even once he killed it, it didn't count as dead. But if somebody from inside of it would have killed it, it would have counted as dead and just wouldn't have given it wouldn't have given Megami the ability.
Yeah, because it's no gain. There's no gain to doing it like that. So even if you exercise, it with
Yeah, so that's like a
somebody,
one-on-one
that's a
type thing he
ceremony.
had to do for all like
Stream
for the
around.
rest of it.
And that's why Megami called it a pointless exorcism. If you do, like,
Not a single
does
shadow
like
technique has been able to exercise my Raga. Bro, if he does it one day, son, I'm gonna be so gassed.
I mean, he definitely will.
That's my son,
He
bro.
will.
That's
He
my
gonna do
son.
it. Like,
Y'all don't understand.
I'm really geek right now.
He finna
bro.
do it.
Oh, my
And
God.
check this out, bro. That's my son. But check this out. Like, what if his second? Because he got 10 summons.
Yeah.
6 is the rabbit escape.
Yeah.
So 7 through 9 we don't know. 10 is Mahoraga. But 7 through 9, bro, I need 9 to be like a dragon or an Oni, bro. Like, oh my god, Megami would be so raw with like, and then the serpent is already being inherited by his other Shikigami. So it's like all his Shikigami get stronger. Like if one dies, like that's another raw part of his technique. So like if a Shikigami dies, it just gets inherited by the rest of his Shikigami, and they gain his power. Like that's so raw to me.
that's
Even
it's probably
even
even
when he
more,
take an L, it's a W. Like
yeah, like that's probably why like the 10 shadows is so crazy. Like the better you like, the stronger of a sorcerer you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and well, then again, like I guess the stronger you are, the less you will get. Cause like the more you lose, the stronger your other Shikigami get, right? So is it more like a thing where like the power from that Shikigami is split up into the rest of them, or is it like they all get the entire
they
like?
inherited. Yeah, they inherited basically. So like since the serpent died, it gets inherited by. I mean, the rest of them, his Shikigami inherited. Like that divine dog totality when I think the black one died, or is the white one? White one died. Was the white one or the black one?
Bro,
Either
we
way,
do not know.
it's divine. It's divine dog totality now since one of them died.
Yeah.
And yeah. So you remember when he
Gets
bodied
white.
that special grade with just the divine dog's claws? Like ugh, nasty.
Yeah, he gonna be dirty.
Nasty. Bro, body the special grade with just his claws from its first summon. Because that's his first summon, like the divine dog.
Yeah, he did that way back in the gap, bro. You know?
So it's like make me even like specify. He said the 10 shadow users technique starts when you get your 2 divine dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
White one was
Hey.
destroyed. Black one's one.
Yeah. Like man. Shout out my son. When he get his complete domain, you niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble.
Yeah,
I need it.
he's a beast.
Right. I see what Gojo and Sukuna see. I see the vision. That was funny. Like, Megami was like, "It doesn't mean I can be as good as you." When Gojo,
Yeah, Gojo wants to
had
gas
victory
him.
over
He said,
the
"Bro, let me gas you, bro. Like you finna be
Gojo was
nice."
like, he's like, you know who the leader back then was, right? He was like a 10 shadows user like you. And Megami was like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I can become as good as you. Yes, you can, Megami. Yes, you can. You can be that nice. You can be raw like him. I promise. I got faith in my son, man. Even when he don't got faith in himself. Bro.
Man, that'd be so raw. If he has Maharaga under his command, like,
Bro,
Peak
he's
Jujutsu
beating every
sorcerer.
cursed
Like,
spirit.
Yeah.
it's kind of ridiculous.
He's beating
Nigga
every
just
cursed
learning from
spirit.
every technique, like adapting. He's just chilling, bro.
Like, and bro, and it's not like Sukuna versus Maharaga. Like, it won't go like that.
no.
Like, Sukuna would have to fight like Maharaga plus Megami. Like, ugh, nasty. That is just nasty. Cause like when if Megami ever get Maharaga under his control, you fighting two niggas.
Like nigga, that nigga possibilities are like endless, man. Cause he can fight groups of enemies with ease, like by
He's
himself. You know what I'm saying? He could do whatever the fuck he want to do, and especially once he gets
I love
my
this.
horror. Yeah, once he get that nigga my horror.
Megami in the MC.
Bruno might want to watch it.
This nigga cheesy, bro.
I mean, you see what Gojo said in original obedience? More potential than Yuji. Ain't that the main character? Like, ugh.
Hey, bro,
Hey, nigga
Yuji
love
not
throwing
even
that
a
potential word
sorcerer,
around,
bro.
though, you know what I'm saying? Niggas love throwing that potential word in.
Yeah.
Gotta watch that. Gotta watch that.
I love it.
Cause potential ain't shit until it becomes something.
Yeah, Gojo. Yeah, you gotta realize the nigga
Hey.
talking about it. Like,
You gotta wait till that get two guys, cause
it's a different
I
breed.
hate when niggas be saying
Hey,
potential and then shit don't
This
shit
this ain't
happen.
SIU, bro. We good. We good.
Hitsugaya?
Exactly, nigga. Yes,
I just love
yes,
the fact that
yes.
I just love the fact that Megami had that flip switch moment, like when Gojo said that in Origin Obedience, Megami was like, you know what? Let me go free. Like I can get
Yeah.
wild now. Like my man popped the domain. Like you know Megami gonna
Yeah,
he gonna pop
absolutely.
off, bro. He'll be alright.
Yeah, we
He'll
here.
be great. That nigga gonna be one of the greatest.
Yeah, I'm
of
with
all
you,
time.
bro. Keep guessing.
He's like, he has it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Hey,
But,
all I'm gonna say is Yuta and Hikari better come outside because the only domain from the sorcerer I seen besides Gojo is Megami.
yeah, that's bro. I was talking about that yesterday.
Come
Like,
outside.
They
where the
gonna
fuck
be
are all
around.
these? Where are all these domains? Like, Yuki should have had
They
a
don't need
domain,
them. Fuck.
or Rame should have had a domain. Like,
That's why
I mean,
Twitter gonna pull
Nanami
up with
said-
Yuji. Hegmi gonna pull up
I mean-
to help. Trap you in
I
the
mean, I'm
domain.
hyped.
Nanami
Damn.
said not everybody can get one.
I mean, I'm
Probably
hyped because that
right.
nigga name dropped Hikari in like, I mean, in the same sentence as the others, and so I'm like, I mean, he hasn't even been in the series, so I'm kind of like, damn, like, I need to see, bro.
Nah, Hikari gonna be nice.
Hikari a
Yeah.
Black
I'm
King,
telling
so
you,
he
he
gonna
gonna
be
be
raw.
that
Like,
He's
there
a
ain't no doubt
black
about it for
king.
me.
Nigga gonna be pull up fresh as fuck. Like,
Hey,
I'm
nigga, line up
saying.
clean. Like, man, we chilling on Hikari, bro.
Thanks. Hikari gonna, bruh, and I know he gonna. I feel like he gonna meet Yuji before Yuta meet him.
Yeah.
I hope
That's
so.
how I
bro.
feel. I just feel like Hikari gonna be walking around.
walking around.
Like some curse gonna pull up on Hikari. Hikari be like, "Come on, man. You know who I am."
You know, Toto was he was walking around that one night. I forgot what it was. Like I don't think it was
Yeah,
Halloween.
it was
Yeah,
9100
and then
Demon.
yeah. He said no curse techniques unless you're
I think
special
it's
grade.
December.
Bro. Yeah. He was just walking around beating up first grade curses with his bare hands, bro. Like I need Hikari on that wave, bro. Just chilling. Curses try to pull up, body him. So.
Megami was like, I heard that you bodied them first grade curses without a curse technique. He's like, yeah, that's true. He's like, no. Son was like, nah, that's not true. I use my curse technique on the special grade.
Then
I think it was like the special
me was just
grade.
like I hear you body curse spirits without your technique like at all. I said nah. I use them for special grades. He was like, wait, not first grades? Like you was shook. I was like, damn. He got told, but I need Yuki to give him some juice, bro. Like, please let my nigga know that he has a future, bro. Like, cause he's saying, technique in the mud, he in the mud, but Toto can't go out here, bro. That nigga too raw.
That nigga is raw, bro. And his curse thing,
Yeah, so clean. Like Yuki knows some shit, bro. She has to. Like
his technique remind me of bungee gum because of how simple it is, but how effective it is, bro. Nah, cause like they both simple but effective. You see what I'm saying? Like
Penny clapped and it didn't work. I was like, yeah, this technique the truth, nigga. Like
yeah, like cause like the more
no matter how good you are, you're always gonna fall for that shit. But he don't fall for it. Hanami fell for it. Like yo,
nah, that nigga is a mini law without the stamina.
Yeah.
Mini law.
Nigga, how he mini law when he better? Like what? That nigga.
So,
I mean, he don't got the. He can't just chop it.
He don't need to. Like
that's kind of hacks.
My nigga gonna clap him next. My nigga gonna clap. You know.
Yeah. Hold on.
Law's ability is hacking.
I mean, it would be
Gamma Knife.
It would be. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, imagine Law as a sorcerer here. Like you kind of.
I mean, but Gengar actually make him use his power.
You know, let's not talk about that. Nigga.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. I ain't got nothing.
Hey, yo, damn.
Speaking of swordsman, like when I was rereading, I remember this from like I remember this fight from the first time I read it, but I wanted to talk about how Meme said you the best sorcerer I've seen without a curse technique. I mean, do this much raw power to keep up like this without a curse technique since Kusakabe. I was like,
oh, brother.
Kusakabe.
Kusakabe was a menace in these streets, bro. Damn. All right. Trey wins.
He's just trying to live now. Hey, listen. When he saved Miwa,
yeah, that was
versus Geto,
and
then Geto was like, oh, somebody with some experience. I was like, okay, Kusakabe, I'll do you.
That nigga been chilling, bro.
Miwa was
That nigga like, I'm not trying to get all this,
bro. Like Miwa got a little too much different than shit, bro. Same girl, Monique was like intimidating. But,
nah, that's Momo. That's Momo.
Oh, that's Momo. My fault.
Nigga said Momo was out there looking intimidating. Nah, like nigga, get out of here. So what the fuck is Momo?
That was pretty fucking.
She wasn't.
Hey, look, if she was intimidating you, that's what's up. But like me in Ghetto, like I'm sorry,
just like
that nigga wasn't even looking at the sky, bro.
No.
She ain't doing
someone
nothing.
just like
This
so y'all
is
think
crazy because I didn't say it.
okay.
Do y'all think what?
Someone like, do y'all think Sukuna had a rival in his prime, or was he the Gojo of curses?
Yes.
I mean, he had a rival. Everybody had a rival.
Sugawara no Michizane Aki.
The
Gojo
ancestor.
Gojo and Yuta ancestor. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
That's the same time period. I feel like because Sugawara no Michizane's his like animal affiliation is a bull, and like Sukuna's domain expansion has a bunch of the dead bull schools. I feel like they have some beef.
That nigga put beef schools in. A bull school in shit. Said I'm crying.
I'm saying,
nigga like, son, that's my op. That's my other op. Like, nigga had the whole family, son. Family.
Yeah, so Sukuna's rival, yeah, most likely, Gojo's ancestor, like Felix just said. Because, like, he said there was a lot of sources back then that was really giving him work. Like, he's looking at the people in this era.
He was disappointed.
And then, like, he always compares them back, to, like, the previous era. So, he definitely ended up, the King of Curses.
When I say,
I could definitely see him having rivals.
When I said when you said rival, by the way, I meant like just somebody that was antagonizing him. I didn't mean like his equal, because that nigga clearly was top one.
I mean, he's the King of Curses.
Because Gojo said in chapter 3, all of the Jujutsu sorcerers of that golden era bared their fangs at him, and he still watched them. So
okay,
clearly Sukuna was built different. Like
right.
Sukuna is like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that nigga got like two curse techniques. Nigga, he didn't overpower, bro. Like, nigga different.
All right, no rival.
I know at least 2 curse techniques. Like, at least 2.
Like, nigga, the difference, son. Nigga, all that
and then got
curse techniques and shit. Like,
the joint he pulls the fire from. I'm like, god damn, bro. What else he tried in there? Like,
exactly. Wait, what the fuck? I didn't even realize, bro, Malcolm, son. That nigga just be disappearing.
Yeah.
So he said we back, and then that was.
He just said we back. That's it. Like he didn't go.
Like
Peep,
back on like where you
PBC chat.
you killed me, bro.
We back.
Oh shit.
Peep VC chat. Peep
Son, look at
right text
Sakuna, bro.
in the middle.
Yeah.
They said ultimately defeated, so they could have gave us a problem.
No, facts. That's what I was saying. Like he could be antagonizing
Yeah.
him, but
Yeah, he won in
eventually
the
in the
end,
end he
yeah.
lost. Kind of like, kind of like on some I don't know, like Aokiji Akanu type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
eventually,
yeah.
Akano eventually broke, even though it was a good fight.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
This nigga Gojo know a lot of
Except
shit.
for,
Too,
except in this verse,
Yeah,
niggas not
touch
living
the
after
homework.
a 10-day fight to the dust, you know what I'm saying? Niggas not only losing arms in this series.
Nah, niggas getting exercise.
Yeah, facts.
Using exercise.
and they always saying some wrong shit in the fight, like this our last chance to curse each other. Like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
They be going crazy. They be going crazy in this series.
Like they do, bro. This next arc gonna be so clean once we get into the into the
bro.
rest. Like if we even get in a rescue, but I'm hoping we finna. All these strong ass characters, ain't no way they not finna go.
Rescue,
Right.
like Trojan Rescue.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
need
that's
that.
gonna be after a minute, bro. I feel like
Yeah, it's not gonna be right now at
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
Like niggas gotta get way stronger
the
before they
UG
can go
defense
fight.
squad is what I'm hyped for, bro. Honestly, woo on my niggas team. Honestly,
I need Maki to be okay. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Maki gotta be okay.
Panda
Nobara?
finna be in shambles.
Yeah,
'cause
Panda got
Yaga
a pick,
already-
bro. Oh shit.
If Panda finna be hurt because Yaga finna get this shit.
Yeah, that's
It's tough, It's tough.
People in VC chat.
Son, that nigga
I can't
face
wait
so
to eat.
wide, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
the only thing I don't fuck
I
with about the
can't wait.
design. Like if his face was so fucking big, like that design would go crazy. But it's some I don't know what it
Nah,
is. Like
bro. I think you just seeing this from a different angle.
What?
Like this is just a side angle.
Oh, you
Nah.
mean him?
think
Like
about
okay, yeah. Cause like I feel like he was facing me straight. Like
Nigga got a big head, bro.
I don't know, cause like the whole design neck down clean. Like the tattoos,
Yeah.
like the forearms, all that shit clean. But
that nigga look raw than a bitch.
Wait, what's that forearm fucking god? I'm tripping, bro.
Goro and Mortal Kombat.
Nah, in Ragnarok. I mean, the fucking
Shiva.
what's his name now?
oh,
Shiva?
you talking about Shiva? Yeah.
Yeah, Sheba. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, that nigga definitely clean. It's just like the right half of his face, that shit clean too. But I don't know what's going on over there on the left, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, bro. So next time we get him, hey, probably gonna be ready.
I can't wait till this nigga separated from UG. If he does, I can't wait.
You gotta get his abilities first.
I need that.
God,
Is he gonna get both of them shits? I need
I
that. The
think so.
inventory and the slicing shit.
The inventory is wild. The slicing thing is definitely gonna get, but I don't know about the inventory. Like if he gets
I
that
need him to get
too,
both. Bro.
God
I need him to get the
damn.
inventory.
UG pulling out fire, nigga. Like what?
In inventory V2.
V2. Cause like since he has 15 fingers now, I wouldn't be surprised if he like learn like just some small, like just like
We'll
maybe
see.
like
We haven't seen that nigga post mojitos. So
yeah, post mojitos.
we'll post that other shit.
Don't worry.
I really hope Yuki,
Mama
Yuki
Bear
takes
and,
care of Mama Bear, takes care of
and
my
his cousin
boy,
gonna teach him.
bro. Like, please, Georgia not here. How to take the spot. Help my boy prosper. You know what I'm saying? Stop YouTube. Stop the higher ups.
I'm scared you to go pull up a little too early though.
I'm
bro.
saying like before you can even like just take a breather, but he on your ass. Like I found my hero yesterday, bro. I can't find you now. Like
nigga, them black flashes not gonna help that much, bro.
I'm saying,
You need
even touching that nigga go, and then it's low key like kept to fight two niggas since Rika's there.
Yeah.
you sneak him, Rika just try to fuck you up, bro. You're like, damn. But yeah.
Sound like a fight for Megami.
I'm saying, oh my, because like Maggie is the only person
in the future, like with my Maharaka.
Where
Nigga, he watching with my Maharaka, but see that's not fair because he watching most niggas.
You watching almost every nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
He watching all.
Yeah, like facts. Like, because it's just like that sword is too broken, bro. Like, all son. Why they have to get that nigga there? That's what.
What do you mean? He got out.
That's like it's like that nigga got the. It's like that nigga got the. What's that shit called in Dragon Ball? Like the Z sword or the Z blade or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like he got that, but it actually matters. You know what I'm saying? Like
matters.
That's like what he got with the sword of extermination.
Yeah.
No, the funniest thing is too, like niggas trying their best, like throwing out maximum techniques, like losing curse energy. They're like, ah, fuck, That's 2 maximum curse
I'm almost
techniques.
out.
What was that?
I'm on. That nigga like, I know I killed it, and then my Haraga just regenerate. Like, oh,
I'll be tight, bro. You can just regenerate after my maximum, nigga. Like, go back.
Yeah, no, I be heated. So
Yeah.
I just walk away, bro. I just walk. So, you know, it makes me. You got it, bro.
Fight, bro.
Like,
Wait, can
nigga,
you
ain't
run
no
from
way I'm
Magaga,
doing-
bro? Like,
bro, ain't no way I'm throwing 2
Bro.
maximum curse techniques at this nigga and not walking away.
yeah.
He got it. Like, what the f-
and you know how it was stated, most sorcerers can't do more than one domain
Yeah.
expansion,
Yeah.
and like if they do a second one, it's
Not
really
my
weekend.
nigga.
It was like besides Gojo, it'd be funny like somebody pop their domain expansion out, and then Megumi pop his out, and Megumi be scared, and they're like, "Fuck, like this nigga got a domain expansion. Let me use
nigga
my
be like,
maximum
damn, that
curse
nigga like
technique and try
16.
my
What's going
hardest."
on? Like,
Let me use my curse technique. Then you pull out Magaraga.
Oh
Easy
no.
watch,
bro.
like
he just too busted, bro. Like, I can't. It's gonna be.
no, but think about this, bro. He don't even just have Maharaga. It's
nigga.
like
But that's
him
the only
too.
one he
Like,
gonna
you not-
need. At like, son.
No. I'm not even talking about his.
Oh,
other
I thought you were
shit.
talking about the 10.
like, how
Okay, okay.
because Megami fights hand to hand. And remember,
Yeah.
Sukuna like praised him for that in like the first in like chapter 8, I think, when he was like, "Oh, you're a Shikiyama user, but you're fighting me hand to hand." He's like, that's rare. Like, and then he was fighting with cursed tools and goodwill. Like he's
Yeah.
basically been good, getting good with fighting hand to hand, like all throughout the series. Like he's gonna be tough. Megami gonna be fucking tough at the end of the series, bro.
He gonna be the one to handle Sukuna at the end. Let me know.
Hey,
Oh.
Hey man,
it could
hey
be,
man,
bro.
listen, say son, listen. You know what I'm saying? Like when Yuji gets incarnated fully, or if Sukuna goes back to his old body, because you know how they said that Jujutsu sorcerers couldn't destroy his remains, his grave blade.
Yeah.
So it's like Sukuna may be wanting to go to his other body somehow, and that's probably
Yeah,
why.
and that's when he's making me. Yeah,
That nigga was so strong they couldn't destroy his remains, bro.
a little finger, bro. They tried every technique, it just didn't work. Like what the hell? One finger,
It's crazy.
son.
And you know it's broken. The
When you
curse
just eat
fingers
that
like
shit,
get
bro.
stronger over time. Like
Yeah, exactly.
so, the longer you can't destroy him, even though you can't destroy him now, you're definitely not gonna be able to destroy him in the future. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna keep getting stronger.
This nigga life was just set up for success. Like, that's crazy.
It's gonna different, man. That's King of Curses for a reason, man.
I just need his backstory, bro. Like, it's gonna start off with like a 13-year-old Sukuna hopping off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you
Look at
know,
ass, bro.
next thing you know, that nigga gonna be shit, age 37 Sukuna already. You know what I'm saying? Peak
I can't be
peak
sassy.
sorcery. Ah, relax, not the Ricardo. I could not be this dude, bro. Top player. Nigga gonna be running around like Musashi, bro. Nigga ain't gonna have no competition.
Yeah, February 7th, bro. Wait, what? 17th? Wait, 7th? I thought there's no chapter in 5 days.
It's the 14th, the next chapter for Chideke.
Okay, so Tetrum is just being stupid. Alright, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
we on break.
Yeah, okay. Alright, bet.
I know. Gege sadistic ass finna have us reading some nonsense on Valentine's Day. I'll give you a heartwarming chapter, all right. Like,
Oh, Valentine's Day? Oh, fuck. Yeah. Alright, I think we wrapped up most of what the chapter
Yeah.
was about. Let's go through one last time.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the Tokyo politics, yeah, that shit is just... I honestly don't think that'll be handled at all. I just think that they'll just keep postponing, like even giving a statement and stuff, and just let the curses just fuck everything up. Because there's no solution to it, so they're just gonna be
Yeah,
like, fuck
there's
it.
nothing they could do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's really like that. That's why like this whole situation is so crazy, bro. Because it's like Ghetto said, it's out of everybody's control now. Like nobody can stop this. It's too late. Like normal society, especially in Tokyo, done for, bro. Niggas dusted. You're gonna be a
I just
battleground.
peeped that died. The kid definitely didn't pay for that food, bro. Man, so you can just do this stories, bro. Chill it.
Man, that store was broken when
I'm
she
saying.
came in that store. So
Came
I don't care.
in food from the floor. Like shit, like hey.
You like you want a drink? I I can't believe
Oh
she
yeah,
was about this.
she could see curses too. By the way,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bro, they gonna be.
listen,
I
it's
can wait
gonna
for
be
these
the same
vessels
thing
to
with
like.
Geto. It's gonna be the same thing with Geto backstory. Like he gonna adopt this kid. Yuta and the misadventures of this one little girl
Yo,
Missing
bro.
for a little
bitches. This
minute.
nigga.
I'm just saying, like, check this out. Geto adopted Megumi and Sumiki. I'm not Geto, my bad. Gojo adopted Megumi and Sumiki. Geto adopted Mimiko and Nanako. Yuta adopted this little random kid that can see curses. Let's go.
I mean, hey, I ain't gonna knock
It
you, but
works. It works.
Yeah, Chop was so good, bro. Shout out Gege for being the golden boy of jump right now.
oh yeah, for sure.
Easy 10 mark, bro.
Hmm.
Nonstop. Like, bro, 120 to 132 was nonsense, bro. Mojito versus Nobara and Yuji. Oh my god, that shit was so good. Then the 110s.
It's been
Like,
stated normal people
man,
can see
shout out.
curses if they're about to be killed by them. Oh yeah, that too, that too.
Yeah, in some instances, yeah. But he was like seeing the curse before then, wasn't she?
Yeah. Like she was seeing it out like
Like
the window type shit. Like,
yeah, yeah. So it's like,
cause
eh.
like she had to like walk
Oh,
like right to it. You know, if she just stayed where she was, the curse would just like have to think of something else. So it's leaning towards she could just see him, especially after what Geto did. Like I'm leaning towards that as well. But if she was just killed too, then alright, like that's cool as well. But yeah, can't wait for next chat, bro. Like so many things we have to do. Like I don't think there's a single like plot thread that's been like that could be solved kind of easily. You know, like with what's going on, cause like we still need how the Shibuya people are like how they're handled, cause like we don't know anything about what's going on with them. You know, like how everyone's like situation, like what's Yuji doing, what Yuki's doing, what Nobara's doing, and then in this chat we just got Yuda, and then that just introduced plot threads instead of like closing one. So yeah, this stretch we're about to be in is just gonna be so nice for the story, bro. Like lore
He
wise, like yeah, I'm saying.
this like post world tree. You know what I'm saying? So we
Like, that's what didn't. Maybe the thing was baiting her to himself. Yeah, I get what you mean, EK. It's just that he don't know like the time, like it would take, you know, like or what triggers it. It's maybe like in the air and arbitrary, like what constitutes as you about to be killed. You know, like you just being in the presence of him or yada yada yada. So and it's not that deep anyway. So just gonna keep it moving. Oh yeah, he was wrapped up everything. Thanks everyone that
let's see
pulled
where that
up.
storyline
You
goes.
know, thank you guys for pulling up. I appreciate it.